Pritchard. I located Radford. He was attacked by men in suits. Private security, Secret Service types. I'm going after them.
What about Radford? Did you get anything out of him?
He didn't make it. There was nothing I could do.
Right. I'll call it in. You have a new lead, at least?
Yeah, I'm on my way there now. I'll contact you when I have more.
Oh, it's this way. Oh, I haven't got the leg mod, so I can't go that way yet. God damn it. Through here, isn't it? Right, so before we go through there, I'm gonna go for a... Right, I'm back. I'm only gonna be playing this a little bit longer because I just realised what time it is. We'll do a side mission, I think.
Of course he is. I know Mr. Gray planned it. Come on.
Oh shit. Oh damn it. I ran out of energy. And I didn't save it! I wonder if it's saved.
This isn't good.
Oh shit.
What's that? I heard that. Come out.
There we go. I think that's just the cops.
Strange is going on. This is a spot. Keep searching. Someone is in the area.
Level 5, holy shit. Fortify that.
Access granted.
Boom. "18 firefighters were called to Helix Labs to find blah 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 blah." Represent various places. White Helix Labs versus life. What? Body and childhood genetic diseases. Where's the fools? Can I see you fools? It's an ebook, it's not fools.
Access granted.
We'll just... Right, this is good, brilliant. I found Adam Jensen saying you have to do SWAT. Here's the thing, find that already. Here's a little nugget I gleamed with if your man's brew. That's it, yeah. So we've already seen them. So I could have snuck up here. I didn't. I'm just still in it. Wait, what? Something else I haven't found. There is something else. Oh, that one. Haha! What an idiot. New lead, Michelle Weathers. I got a tip for you in case there's a woman named Michelle Weathers. Worked at the lab you mentioned, White Helix. She was a nurse and good friends with James, in particular Arthur. He's living in Detroit now in Brooklyn Court. There's just one problem. According to my initial probes, she's sent senile. But you've always had a way with the ladies. Maybe you can coax something out of her. Let's go and speak to her.
Sorry, but we've diverted all the trams. There are no more coming to this station. But how am I supposed to get...
Aww.
They tripped.
Oh, they stopped the dancers. Aww.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah,
No, I don't know, and I don't want to know what's going on.
Wait for you guys. They were scared for their safety.
I thought the police overreacted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken completely the wrong way to get to this, but oh well. I'm getting there. So that must be that set of ladders, which is here? Yeah. Up again. Jesus. I don't think I've been up here. Anything hidden along here before I go through that door? Doesn't look like it. Hurrah! There's there. Check her bedroom out and that first. Right, let's speak.
Did I leave my door open? Wait,
No.
you're not from Rolling Mills. You're too handsome to be from Rolling Mills.
No, I'm not. Mrs. Michelle Walters, is it? My name's Adam Jensen.
No, no. You much too old to be him. You must be from Rolling Mills. And please, it's Miss Walters.
Brent Radford sent me. Do you remember him? He's a detective.
Yes, lovely gentleman. He still has my photos of Adam.
picked him up.
when he was a baby. Oh, could you be a dear and fetch them for me? I forgot who has them, though.
Are these the photographs?
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you. I haven't seen Adam Jensen in such a long time.
He's right in front of you.
It seems. Such a happy baby.
Miss Walters, can you tell me about the boy in those photos?
The boy in those photos? Adam. Tragic, really, what happened to his parents. His real parents.
His real parents?
They died in that fire. Horrible, really. I was there. At least those other cribs were empty. I only had to save Adam.
Mrs. Walters, I really need you to focus. What are you talking about?
Why, I already told that nice detective all this already. About the experiments and the fire at White Helix Labs. We knew Adam was special. That's why his parents started the fire, so they didn't do the same thing to the next batch of babies.
So Adam's real parents were trying to protect him. But from what?
Why, from the conspiracy, of course. But I've said too much.
What conspiracy?
Would you be a dear now and go fetch my dinner?
Miss Walters, please. I know it was a while ago, and remembering all the details might be hard, but do you think you can try and focus for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
Well, Mr. Radford and I spoke about many, many things. But don't you have meals to deliver? And where is my dinner?
Thank you for your time, Miss Walters.
Oh, before I forget, if you see Adam, could you please give him this? It's for all the birthdays and Christmases I've missed. I've been saving them.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you, dear. Why, he must be 12 or 13 by now. Make sure he gets something nice. Oh, hello, dear. Is it dinner time?
No.
Pritchard, I need you to assign a temporary security detail to an apartment on Brooklyn Court until I can figure out a more permanent solution. The woman's name is Walters, Michelle Walters.
Security detail? What the hell, Jensen? Who is this woman?
She's family, but she's vulnerable. I'll explain later. Just do this for me, please. And not a word to Sarif. Can I trust you on this, Pritchard?
Christ, Jensen. All right, I'll do it. But there better be a damn good reason for this.
There is. I'll fill you in next time I see you. But right now I need to get back to work. And Pritchard, thanks.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to this convention. If we can finally speak to Taggart, I believe it is. I think we can speak to him. I'll save it before we go in. Make sure we've got full energy bars. Save it. Hey, boss man. Oh, for fuck's sake, Floppy's eye back. You big cuddly teddy bear, you. Oh my. Hear him. He wants it for a pee. Thank you. Call him a big cuddly teddy bear. You can get cuddled anytime. You want it for a pee, are you? 2 seconds. Back door open. No, that's a back door open from. Oh, bastards.
third time this escalator has broken down this week.
You think they would actually work it out this
So where are we going? Are we going to the actual convention? Which is...
I know you probably don't agree with what Mr. Taggart said.
Oh! What the fuck was that?
Bill is really changing the world for the better, or changing it back to what it used to be. Before these people
Just can't subscribe to Taggart's Neanderthal opinions. It's like he thinks human development is a sin.
I drive up. We can spin from some side. Oh, that sounds awesome.
You don't have to get uppity just because I don't agree with you.
Sounds awesome. Right, we'll save this before we go in here.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Seraph Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here? There's been a change of plans. Seraph's team must not make it.
Wait, what? Evolution. What do you mean, evolution? Oh, I thought I spelled the title wrong. That's okay. What is evolution? The world was created by God 2,000 years ago. Alright, you're just debating what he was saying. If God created the world, why is there dinosaur bones? Think of it. Have you ever seen a dinosaur bone? Exactly. I have seen a dinosaur bone. In a museum. Just waiting for the dog to finish coming in. Here he is. The world is flat. I like your thinking.
To the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Seraph scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going
I
on
don't
here.
remember seeing what this
Seraph
was.
Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your
Always
reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years, but that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
Oh. You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one hiding the involvement of Cat. No. You're right. It's not enough to get a conviction, but that's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way? Wait. Well, just that. Have you ever been the whole way around it? No one has. The Arctic is a giant ice wall, blocking us from getting out. Are you saying that it's a giant ice wall, like in Game of Thrones?
You're right, it's not enough to get a conviction. But it's enough for a search warrant. That's all I want, Taggart. Why are you standing in the way?
I'm not. I'm trying to protect... Look, Mr. Jensen. I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
Oh, I never noticed that. He's trying to... Oh, he's beta. Right. The reason I'm obsessed is that there's still 5 people missing and their attackers haven't paid for what they did. I believe...
I can worry about myself later. What's really important now is the 5 innocent people whose lives were stolen from them during that attack. Sandoval knows where they are. Now where is he?
I don't want to see anyone's lives stolen from them.
Oh ho ho.
If you could see your situation clearly, you would realize you're being driven by your losses. Your actions are motivated by an attempt to regain a sense of control at my expense. You're turning me into your enemy when I'm not.
Where is she? Oh, okay, that was a bit loud, sorry. Oh shit, I never noticed where he is. Alpha. You always know what the people at Humanity First, your people are doing? Bigger than Games of Thrones. Wow, I'm really good at reading, by the way, ain't I?
Of course I want control. Every time I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. Do you always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
Of course not. Well, that is to say, I don't need to. From the very day I founded Humanity Front, I made it clear that the group would be devoted to non-violent resistance. To deviate from this would mean dishonoring the memory of the very woman whose murder caused me to found the organization. Mr. Jensen, how can you possibly accuse me of doing otherwise?
Oh, I didn't realise what it is. My mic shut me up quite well, yes. I put a filter on it, or it kind of helps kind of level off all the volume. You choose to be responsible for everyone underneath you the day you chose to be the boss. Sandoval launched the attack and wait,
I know about your wife's murder, Mr. Taggart, and how it led you to start Humanity Front. I've lost someone close to me too, but I have a chance to get her back. If Sandoval is involved in Megan's abduction in any way, he dishonored your wife's memory. For her sake, and for the sake of my people, I need to know where he is.
All right, Mr. Jensen. You're right. For Marjorie's sake, I can't risk tainting the integrity of what I built in her name. I'll help you find Isaiah, and I pray that you are wrong about him. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
This is just us doing our detective work. You just missed me killing a lot of people. Or being killed.
Right. Over and over again.
Over and over again, I got killed.
Looks as if the ball is now firmly in the United Nations court. This is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Picus.
Oh, can I punch this first? Let's see what happens if I punch this.
What the hell is that?
Wasn't a good idea. I suck at every game. I'm still not used to playing on PC. I'm not the greatest. Now, let's talk to
Mr.
Taggart.
Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now, where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaias not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaias has done so much for so many needy people. People suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaias.
I'll tell him.
I understand, but please try.
Right, so don't punch the wall. It's not a good idea.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Don't think I'll be able to log into this.
Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite.
That is far enough. Get back.
Okay. I'll not do that.
Angry rioters took to
See
the
you later.
streets in several
Toodaloo.
cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus.
Oh. Oh, I can't jump up there. Damn. Nah. So how are you today, anyway? I'm guessing you were at school today. Have you played any of these games before yourself, Bossman? As well? I think I just heard a dog.
Patch me